Hey boys, what is up? Welcome back. We are at. Actually, I can just check my YouTube. Hold on. Yeah, season 5, episode number 7. 7. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little thing as for the future Crusader of the Darkness episodes. Basically, the first few episodes are gonna be containing what's happening to Thomas, Rebecca, Robert, and Portia. Basically, the final 4 trapped within that world where they basically can't escape. However, most of them end up escaping with I can't speak English. With the exception of one random person. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Actually, it's one of the 2 girls. So it's either Portia or Rebecca that ends up dying. So yeah, let's begin. Alright, Vince, do we have everything? Alright, food, check. The music setup, check. The chairs for the stand-up comedy thing, check. Let me check real quick. Alright. The games have been set up already. I think we're done, I think. Alright, good. And then the teacher. Alright, class officers, please take your seats for me to do the speech. So, these people took their seats and stuff. Hello everyone, welcome to your annual grade 7 Christmas party. I know that you guys are very excited to get the gift giving started. However, we will first have a prayer led by the president of the class, Adam, and then we will let our class officers take over as the 4 games they have picked will begin, along with a musical and a stand-up comedy. Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. It's actually Elise who will be leading the prayer, and then there will be a short speech from Adam. So, without further delay, let's get this prayer started. And then Elise went up, and then she started praying, and everyone stood up. And then Adam went in. And then, okay, hold on. Let me make a speech real quick. Okay, there we go. Alright, everyone. We are very grateful that all of you could be in this Christmas party. We have a lot of nice stuff planned up for all of you. As you know, we have a musical going on involving me and some of my homeboys. We have Vince and Sean having their own little stand-up show. Vince told me he was originally planning on Jed being here, but, well, they got separated, so there's that. There's 4 unique games we will play, however, right after this speech. So, let's get the first game started. And then, the presidential, the officers went to, the stage and stuff. Kaboom. Yeah, honestly, no wonder why they don't buy me Beyblades anymore, considering I be doing this to my Beyblades. This isn't even a Beyblade breaking out of the anime, bro. And yeah, I got a couple X Beyblades, limited edition Beyblades, regular Beyblades, small regular Beyblades, trash regular Beyblades, but these are actually chairs. Alright, so the first game we will be playing is Trip to Jerusalem. Now, the Christmas twist here is basically, instead of just regular old music, we have Christmas music. And, as you guys all know, it's literally just musical chairs. When the music stops, y'all have to sit down. You're not gonna lie, I kinda wanna actually get some music around here. Hold on. Ah, yes, my favorite Christmas music. No, this is not a reference to any of my particular projects. Well, maybe. Hell yeah, let's freaking go! Yeah, definitely gonna need to lower the volume, not gonna lie. Alright, so we have 9 seats, and we're gonna need about 10 participants. The winner will get a, France, what prizes do we have there? Well, we got some candy and school supplies. Yeah, that's really all the budget that I could have. Darn it. Whatever. We have candy and school supplies. And also, you can have early access to food, like the food right here. You can only pick one item though, and you can only pick like 2 at maximum from the storage thingy. So, right now, our 10 volunteers, please get over here. Oh hell yeah, it's time to do this. And then they all got in line. Please tell me that I can win. Hell nah, bro, I'm gonna win. I need that freaking food. Actually, wait, let me expand it, like the chair space. Guys, get the hell out of the way. Right, like this. There we freaking go. Let me just like move them like right here. Look at Sarah on this and Portia. Yes, Portia is in this show. Lionel Messi, friggin' Glenn, and Lambo Boy. Yes, that's his canonical lame. I mean, that name is pretty lame. Ooh! Alright. Now, we're gonna begin. Hold on. No copyright, by the way. So, YouTube, you can't copyright me this time. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and hold on, wait. No, looking at the chairs. You have to dance. Go. Just pretend, for everyone's sake, everyone is like moving around and stuff. Listen, I don't have any budget, alright? I've got 0 budget for this crap. And pause. Boom, 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 boom. Get the hell out of here! Ow! Haha! Easy! Wait, there's one more seat! What the? Oh, hell nah! Oh, hell nah, you are not getting the seat! Boom! Ha ha! Oh, and it looks like Portia is out. Darn it, man. What the hell, Sarah? What? Listen, I need the food, alright? I barely had any breakfast just to be here this early. Yeah, the only reason you're here is because of Ivan, isn't it? Oh, shut it. Damn, these two got some beef going on. Yeah, dude, for real. These are like enemies, kind of. Sort of. Not really. Maybe. Oh, no. Yes, I am gonna be using freaking... Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna skip to the end. That prize is mine! Ha! In your dreams, old bro. Alright. Time for the final round. It shall begin in 3, 2, 1. That chair is gonna be mine. Hell nah. Oh, hell yeah. I recommend you guys stop talking and start moving, because the music stops now. What? I couldn't even get on the damn chair yet. How? Basically, you know, I already knew that the music was about to stop. Let's just say Elise is not really that subtle at pausing the music. Ah, darn it! Well, whatever. It's my win, baby! Alright, get your gift. Which one do you want? Honestly, I'm gonna take the school supplies, not gonna lie. I kinda need some more school supplies. Are you gonna take any of the damn food? You know what? I'm feeling generous for the rest of these losers. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean like they are losers because they quite literally lost. I'm not gonna take any of the food. Wow, Mr. Humble Pants over here. Too easy. Shut up. Alright, and for this next game is a game of agility. We're gonna need about 5 competitors for this one. We were originally gonna have all of the class compete, you know, to make it more exciting, and maybe they have the materials that they need, but that would be way too hectic to, like, you know, keep track of. So we're only gonna need 5 participants. Oh, I'm gonna do this one. And then they basically had like seats arranged like right over there. Jassy, Lionel getting his legs back, and guy whose name I already forgot about. This was the guy that was like trying to, you know, rizz up Pauline. I gave him a redesign because, you know, I was gonna give this to Ella originally, but her design looked okay enough to say the least. Alright, Same goes for this game, like the Trip to Jerusalem game. This game will be also Christmas themed, and the theme is you guys have to have some sort of Christmas color coded item. So y'all better pray you have some of that. However, some of the regular items that are usually asked will be at play, and some of them may be on your phone as well. You know, any images of you wearing Christmas outfits might be involved. Alright, let's start the game. Alright, the first item is a Christmas ornament. Wait, I have one of those. How does he have one? Who just has one laying there? Damn, Avi, that was fast. Yeah, well, I remembered a few days ago that I bought an ornament and I kept it in my bag for the Christmas tree that Adam was saving up, or like setting up, I mean, but I somehow forgot to take it out of the bag. That's kind of a convenient excuse, but sure, take it. Let's go! Alright, that's 1 point for Ivan. Y'all better catch up. Next one. A photo of you in a Christmas sweater. And then everyone was like scouring through their phones. I have one! Oh, not so fast! Ah! Ooh, and it looks like Aaron barely made it first. Yes! Ah, curse you, Aaron! Darn it. Let's go! Aaron said that, not Elise. I don't know why I panned it to her, actually. Alright, so far, 1 point for Ivan and Aaron. Let's see if the other three can catch up. Bring me, and you know, this is one of the more normal ones. All I'm gonna say is, this is a little bit unfair, but we only did this as compensation. Bring us, it should be bring us, right? Yeah, because there's like two. Yeah, it's bring us whatever we want. Alright. Bring us makeup. This isn't even fair. This isn't even fair. I'm just gonna walk slowly. Damn. Honestly, yeah, that was just a free point. Unless Lionel somehow had freaking lipstick in his bag, how would that even work? I don't know, like in a fair or something? I don't even think he has a girlfriend anyway. I don't think he does. Oh, okay, whatever. That's enough. Alright, the next one. Bring me anything that's color red. Literally anything that you have. Except lipstick. Because, you know, we already kind of did that for the whole makeup thing. Oh, come on. Why do I not have any red stuff? My notebook! Yeet! Catches it and then yeets it on the table. Damn, that was a pretty smooth catch. Yeah, that was a pretty smooth dub. Yeah! Actually, it was like a red, watch. Or no, a red toy car. I don't think we should count this. It's a red thing, Elise. It counts. Alright, alright. But like, it has like tints of yellow and blue. So if okay, okay, that example is gonna get me canceled, not gonna lie. Everyone has a point except for I'm sorry, who are you again? William! How did you forget? Oh yeah, cause I'm apparently supposed to remember your name. Okay, Squilliam, you don't have a point so far. You're getting kind of cooked here, buddy. Squilliam? Did you forget that easy? Chill, it's just for the laughs, the hee-hees, the ha-has, the hoo-hoos. Okay, second to last. Bring me a photo. Another photo, yes, I know. Of you in a Christmas, like, on a Christmas tree. Like, you or next to the Christmas tree. Yes! Ha! Good thing it's the first one in my gallery! How the hell is that even possible? He already had his Christmas party before this. What? Yeah! Damn, you made that smooth comeback. Let's go! And now, this is where the actual fun will begin. Because this item, well, it's not something that you guys have. But It's something in the room. It's with you guys right now. Well, not really, but like, you get the point. Bring us a red and green ornament. And then they all started like, looking aggressively. And now note, if you guys have any red and green ornaments, those will not count. Because, you know, that's kind of cheating in a way. We're looking for the one we hid specifically. And then Aaron was checking, Jassy was checking, William was checking, Lionel was checking. Should you like let the ornament go now? What do you mean? I hid it. Wait, what? I thought you were gonna like hold on to it. Oh. Well, I figured it'd be way better if we did this instead. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the ornament like under the table. These people, bruh. These people. These people are so dumb. Wait. What's this? Is this the ornament? What? No? Why would they hide it so easily? Yeah, it is. Say what now? Which means that Jassy is the winner of game number 2. Let's go! Yeah! Oh, hell nah! What the hell? Man, this is rigged. And then they went back to like their seats and stuff. Put Lionel over here. Let me put Ro over there. And then she basically claimed her prize, and then she sat. Oh wait. You sit there. You sit there, and then you sit there. Simple. Alright. Thomas, could you set up the track already? Hold on, my bad. For this next game, there's a spoon and an egg on the table. Now, well, this is not really a real egg. It's more like a plastic egg, you know, from those play sets. Because, well, we're gonna explain the rules. But first, we need 3 volunteers. Oh, should we do this one? Oh, this is gonna be so nice, but I already have a prize. So, wait, can people with prizes join another game? No, because it's kind of unfair, not gonna lie. Dang it! Alright, let's do this. Who's gonna be the third one? Eric, you wanna do this? Sure. Kinda bored. And then I basically got the spoons and eggs. Alright, so, what you guys are gonna do is, you're gonna be using the spoon to not let the egg fall. And you guys have only 2 lives, and you have to do 3 laps. This is not a race. This is a matter of survival. But if you cross the track first, and there's like multiple survivors, if you cross the track first, you'll end up getting a prize. However, if 2 people have already been eliminated, then you basically win by default. Unless you get out as well. Actually, you know what? If there's 2 people eliminated, and then you get eliminated as well, then what should the punishment be? The race will reset at that certain lap? Oh, hell yeah! Alright. Darn it! Curse Thomas. Christ, tank engine looking at mofo. Alright. The race begins in 3, 2, 1! And then basically they were like holding the egg. It was going pretty smooth. Come on, I have to hurry up. Yes! I'm having the lead! How is Carol going so fast? Ooh, second lap. It looks like no one has dropped their eggs yet. I think I jinxed that, not gonna lie. Ah! Darn it! Oh, and it looks like Eric falls! Come on, come on. And Eric is severely far behind. Carol and Chloe are around the turn while Eric is still navigating. And now he's at the turn. Carol and Chloe cross into the final lap. Actually, no, the 3rd lap. Should we extend it to 5 laps? Oh, hell yeah, let's do it. There's been nothing going on. Alright, 3 out of the 5 laps. Eric has crossed the line. No, no, no! Oh, and Eric falls. He is eliminated. And then, Chloe dropped hers. No! And Chloe is out. Well, not yet, but, you know. Yes, 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 come on. No, 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 no. Ah! Oh, and Chloe is eliminated. Carol crosses into the 4th lap. And then Carol is like balancing it. Whoa! No! Chloe? Carol! Loses a life. She is so close to the finish line, however. Will she win it? Come on, come on. Achoo! Ah! Oh, and at the last turn, a sneeze from Chloe gets Carol eliminated. Which means the 5th lap will be reset. And Chloe and Eric will be brought back. However, they have 1 life this time around. Darn it, Chloe, you sneezed and I freaking lost! Welp, that's kind of on you, Chloe. Can you all shut up? Time for the final lap to begin. And go! Shh. And then they were all like doing their thing, you know, just doing their thing and stuff. Oh! And Eric dropped his! He drops out of the race! And it looks like Chloe and Carol are taking the final turn. Who will win? Come on, come on. Oh! Oh, and Chloe falls. However, since she crossed the finish line, that means Chloe is the winner. Yeah! No, I was so close to winning. Why did you sneeze? Wow! Listen, I have allergies, alright? Can't blame me. Let's go. Give me my dang gift. Well, not my gift, but... And for the final game, we'll just let the other people explain it. Other people? Who do you think we are, buddy? Chill. Francis already on their damn podium. What about you? Oh, crap, my bad. That's what I thought. And then Francis set out like the red nose thingy. Alright. We're gonna need 10 people. And they have to be people who haven't joined yet. Anyone who has joined the game already will not be allowed. So, 10 people, and get your 3 darts right here. And then let me just get these guys, and then these guys. So they got their darts and stuff. Let me put them like a little line. Boom, this is the line. Alright, nice line formation. Alright, the final game is the Rudolph Nose Aim. I'm sorry, we ran out of names, alright? Blame it on... Oh no, Vince. Hey! Yeah, the table magically shapeshifted. Alright, so you get 3 darts. And basically, you have certain goals that you have to reach. The very outer area will give you... Actually, let me use a bigger layer for this. Let me see if I have some good Beyblades for this. Actually, oh, guilty longness. It's perfect. Get the driver out of it. Guilty longness. Alright, so these outer layers are worth 1. The like center layer worth 2, and the nose itself, or you know, like where the nose actually is, worth 3 points. So, however, on your final dart, you have to have you have to get it into the nose, like area, or else you'll get 0 points. So it's either 3 points or 0 points on the final dart. Now, let's get the throwing started. And then he like stood back. Yeah! Wait, actually, let me get like a Beyblade driver. Oh, this kind of looks like a dog. Actually, hold on. Aw, these Beyblade bits. Shoo! Boom. And that's 1 point for George. Haha! Getting the hang of this. Shh. And another 1 point for George. Now, it's either 3 or 0. Yeah! Well, hey, yo, that's gay! I mean, it is Pride Month, so... Boom! Boom, 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 boom. Right, it's not here. It's right there. Like it's censored. Alright, that is 5 points. And then he was basically sitting, and then the line, you know, the freaking infamous line. Boom. You know, you go at the middle. Boom. You missed, sucker. And then boom, right there. And 4 points for you. Alright, I'm just gonna not keep this up, alright. And yes, if you guys somehow don't have any brain cells, I managed to find some new car models, and it's way more prevalent in the other section, because there's like 3 in the same row. So I like the look of this Cadillac though. Maybe this is what Dream said when he met. Wait, was it? No, it was Tommy in it. Yeah, when he said jump in the Cadillac. Man, that is so 2020. I'm a grandpa. All right, let's tally up the score. The first guy got person 1 got 5 points. Person 2 got 4. Person 3 got 3. Kind of fitting. Person 4 got 2. Sadly. Person 5 got 5 also. Person 6 got 4. Person 7 got 3. I actually know this guy personally, so Joe M. Or person 8 got 4. Person 9 got 4, and person 10 got only 2, which means, wait, what? Actually, no. Person 4 managed to get 5. Yeah, that's what I meant. And you know, just pretend that whatever I did, only these 2 got 5 points. So person 1 and person 4 have to duke it out. So yeah. Why are you so damn awkward? I don't know, I've never done this crap before, Francel. And you guys only get 1 life. So yeah. Actually no, should we do 1 dart only? In case they all miss. Actually no, if they all miss, however, then they're gonna get a second chance. Alright. Throw your darts. Go! Shh! Shh! Do-do-do! Do-do-do! Boom. Actually no, it was like about to go here, but then the other dart knocked it out of the way. It landed here, and then the other dart landed here. You know, like that one scene in Megamind where Megamind was about to go into a really cool house, but then he got knocked over by Metro Man, and then he ended up going into a federal state prison. That's basically what happened. Yes! What? No. This is totally rigged. What? It's the dart's trajectory. I didn't even know that was gonna happen anyway. Let's go! So they all like took their Seats. You all go back to your Seats. Yes, you guys have to go back to your Seats. Including you, loser! Yeah! Give me my prize. Alright, and now that the fun games are finally done, well, we would go to lunch. You guys can, however, eat some of your snacks. Because we are gonna first have... Thomas was saying it. We are first gonna have our presidential musical with Adam and Aaron. Also Ivan and Sarah as backups, or, you know, the background. And the Vaughn and Sean stand-up show. That was a horrible pronunciation, but I'll take it. So, Vince and Sean were like preparing their stories. Khaled and Elise took seats. Francel and Pauline took seats. Damn, Khaled got some huzz! If I showed you guys this photo with no context, y'all would think Khaled got some huzz. In real life, however, Well, I actually don't know, but like, when I first met him, he didn't have any hus. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. I exposed you. What are you gonna do about it, huh? We're not even in the same school anymore. Casually doxing my classmates is the best thing I've ever done on this channel. Alright, so Adam basically went up. He was like, actually no, wait, should I make him the lead singer? But like, he's more of a guitar person. Yeah, he was the guitarist and the singer. Aaron was the side guitar. Sarah had like a little piano solo for a bit. Like a piano solo set up for her, like 2. And then Ivan was the drums, yeah, the drums. And then Adam was basically just singing one of his own songs, except he added like a little piano for Sarah because, you know, he wanted to include Sarah somehow, but didn't have any ideas. So he was singing and he was singing. Wait, Elise, this was your idea? Yeah, I wanted to somehow find a really creative way to promote Adam's music, and I figured that this Christmas party would be the best way. And don't worry, the lyrics, you know, all the bad lyrics that ever, like, you know, like, actually no, he picked a song that was like, you know, Christian friendly, but at the same time rock, and also like, you know, something he would make. Damn, how the hell does one even do that? Dedication. Well, and also sweat, tears, and maybe a lot of, actually no, a lot of sweat, not gonna lie. Yeah! Whew, that was tough! Yeah! We finally did it! Let's go! And then everyone was like clapping their hands because it was really cool and really friggin' Sigma. Adam went to his seat, and all the rest of them took their seats as well. Now you guys know those, actually, hold on. I saw this, how do I even describe it? Hold on. I'll check how I'm gonna describe this. Okay, so I know this probably isn't actual stand-up comedy. It's just the first word that went to my mind when I thought about this type of stuff, where basically someone would just recall like a really funny story. I mean, that's what Wikipedia describes it. Hold on. Sometimes stand-up comedy consists of one-liners. Wait, one-liners! This is a reference to Elise! Stories, you know, observations. Alright, so, yeah, let's begin. Alright, so you guys know about those progressives, you know, those Trump-supporting, radically Christian, you know, if you're gay, transgender, lesbian, bisexual, they're gonna make sure you're out of the house. You know, those type of people, you know, with usually the fat stomachs, the MAGA hats, you know, that type of stuff. Okay, now you guys know. So there was this one time where I was at a bookstore, you know, trying to find some manga, you know, because I've been getting into that type of stuff as of lately. When I just so happened to encounter one of those types of progressives, and, you know, they were buying, like, a Bible, because apparently their child, like, broke one of them, and it was basically yapping about some kind of, Christ is the only way. These people should be eradicated immediately in order to reach God's world, which I may not be the brightest tool in the shed or whatever you say it. That ain't true, bruz. Don't fall for that type of stuff. Anyways, you know, I went up and then I saw him and I was like, wait. I've got the funniest idea. What if I put the Bible in the fiction section? Oh, ain't no way. Wait, you didn't know about these stories? No. Apparently they were, the first stories he came with his head, like, literally just now. Vince scripted his, well, Sean's stories, he just remembered the funniest thing he could have and used it. There's no way. Oh, that dude is cooked. Now listen. I'm a Christian, alright? You know, glory to God or whatever. But I don't approve of those types of Christians, you know? Those where they don't accept and love their children, even though God tells us to accept everyone we know. So, I didn't like him. Well, until I figured out the context as to why he did that. I felt a little bad, but it was still pretty funny to see his reaction. Because when I put the Bible in the fiction section, and I happened to wear the most, like, emo clothes ever, because that was the only thing I had in my wardrobe. Look at Thomas or Vince or Carol over there. And imagine that, but way darker. Oh, okay, dude, you are throwing shade at me, man. It's for the story. Cause this is how the story okay, I'll stop. I know you have really bad trauma with that song, everyone. So he saw me, and he was like, typical. One of those emo kids who say it's just a phase. And I looked at him, and I was like, no, what the hell is you on about? And then we had like a long conversation. He told me why he bought another Bible, and I was like, alright, fine, I'll put it back. So I ended up putting it back. And then I ended up getting one of the mangas that I wanted to read about. Now, the manga I was reading, well, it kind of looked like something Sarah would read. What? Can I see a photo? Sure, later. After this crap. Two dudes, basically. Because it was a football manga. Think about Blue Lock as a manga. I'm pretty sure Blue Lock has a manga. I don't know. My anime peeps out there, can y'all confirm that for me? But, anyways, I went to the checkout, because, he was buying some more books. He was right behind me. So he saw the type of manga I was trying to get. And then he straight up crashed out. It was worse than when I was putting the Bible in the fiction section. It was like, this is a bunch of heresy. You know why? It's not just because of the two dudes. It's because of the manga's design itself. Because there was a big letter T. And he thought it was a cross. Because, the T getting snapped in half was kind of like representative of, the guy in the cover whose name started with the letter T. It's like broken because, he got cooked. It's kind of like spoilers. He thought that the football twinks, he called it, because I don't know how he got that word, but the football twinks were destroying the cross. I'm not kidding. I have a reaction of it. Because, I have one of those, audio catcher thingies, because I wanted to record his reaction. And then he basically played it. Everyone was laughing. It was like, yeah. Well, I ended up buying the book, and guess what? I never saw him ever again. Best believe I go to that same bookstore every day. Except now that the store is pretty popular, I basically terrorize all of the progressives. And then everyone was like, laughing for one last time, so. Okay, so, alright, for my story. And, yes, before any of you wonder, I did get permission to, tell this story. So, it's gonna be embarrassing. Okay, so basically, you guys know about the whole theory going on where, people started shipping me with Ransel, that type of stuff, and this was when the allegations were, at an all-time high. So, around the first quarter, basically, before the first quarter exam. I don't know how it died down. Thank goodness it did. But, yeah, I was kind of, skeptical. Because, wait, this might be true. So, I wanted to go into Francel's room to, confront her about the whole thing. Now, Francel at the time was getting into this romance, anime. I forgot what it was called, but it involved some red-haired girl or whatever, and some dude who was wearing a really similar outfit to me. It was uncannily similar. I swear I did not base my outfit out of him. I genuinely didn't. It was the only thing available in my wardrobe. Wait, didn't Sean say that? Anyways, I walked into the room, because the door somehow wasn't locked. I knocked, but the volume was so loud, she didn't hear me knocking. But I thought that she heard, so I just barged into the room. And, well, things got pretty embarrassing. And then everyone started laughing, it doesn't sound funny, but for the sake of it, pretend it is. Yeah, me and her never stopped talking about it ever since. And by me and her, I mean literally just me. And probably now the rest of you guys as well, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, that's the end of our stand-up comedy! Yours was pretty short. Yeah, because not much really happened. And then they walked out of, like, the stage. Thomas got your squiggly, diggly, little ditty over here. Alright, everyone, now it's time for lunch. So then everyone, like, ate their lunch. You know, these guys were eating, and then these guys were consuming. And then these two were just eating, and then the rest ate. So, you know, they were all munching on their food. I'm gonna skip to the gift giving already. So, I may or may not have forgotten who the gifts were supposed to go to, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of, changing. Alright, everyone, now it is time for the gift giving. And I'm gonna go first by giving the gift to my SP, Adam. So she gave her gift to Adam. And then Adam went up and was like, wow, this gift is so cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go and give my gift to Khaled. And then he gave his gift to Khaled. Khaled gave his to Paul. Paul. And then she gave his to her. His? What? Transgender. Thomas. Transgender Thomas? Brother, what? He gave his to random people. So, yeah, let me just skip to where everyone has their gift. Alright, everyone, open your gifts in 3, 2, 1! And then everyone opened up their gift. Oh, dog, no way! This is so freaking cool! Huh, I knew you wanted a new fencing, like some new fencing gear, and, you know, something personal for yourself. So I just decided that, you know what, I wanted to bring back your little childhood hobby. How did you know I wanted this one specifically? Because, like, it was very obvious, Vince. It was scarily obvious, actually. I mean, yeah, fair point. Nah, a new, this is actually insane! New headphones! Why do you need new headphones? Because, you know, some of my friends are all the way at Malaysia, you know, for their soccer tournament. Because, you know, they're in separate soccer teams. Sad. Ah, dang, that kind of sucks. Yo, let's go! I got cool new clothes, basically. Oh, I like that purple sweater you have. Oh, it's gonna fit me so well. With orange tints. Actually, wild. Yo, how did you know I wanted this? A new freaking necklace! And some other stuff too, but a new necklace! I just thought that, you know, it looked awesome on me, so I figured it'd look awesome on you as well. Freaking lovebirds.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that everyone is done, you know, opening their gifts, you guys can go back to the other section, you know, bother them all you want, or you can stay here, unless you're probably gonna bother the other section. So, Adam, give the final speech. Alright, everyone, it was a very great time, you know, setting up this Christmas party. I enjoyed it, you guys enjoyed it, the class officers enjoyed it, the teacher enjoyed it. That's all that matters. So, yeah, thank you all for participating in this amazing Christmas party. And, well, see you guys later on January 6th. Except for Vincent's crew, and also Khaled's crew, and also Jonathan's crew, because I have something planned up. Gosh darn it.